Chapter 4: The Engine Room. A deep analysis of the Nasdaq 100 QQQ. In this lesson, we'll enter the market's engine room to see why high-growth tech stocks failed first, analyze the early exhaustion of June 4th, and follow the footprints of methodical institutional hedging. Welcome back. In Chapter 3, we saw the old guard act as a final defensive sanctuary. Today we go to the source of the market's power, the engine room, to see where the trouble actually began. The Nasdaq 100 is the engine room of the modern bull market. It's home to the high-growth technology, AI, and semiconductor stocks that provide the raw power and thrust for the advance. While capital rotated into defensive and small-cap stocks, the Nasdaq's internal force peaked much earlier, on June 4th. It was the chief engineer sending a quiet warning. The engines are overheating. The data inside the engine room revealed the truth. The exhaustive peak on June 4th signaled that while the party continued on the main deck, the core of the ship's power was already failing. Fundamental data confirmed this warning. While short interest in the broader market was falling, the short interest in the QQQ was quietly but distinctly increasing, rising to over 10% of the float. This was the smart money playbook. They weren't betting against the entire market yet. They were surgically hedging their most profitable and overextended positions in the tech sector. The Nasdaq's behavior provides the final piece of the rotational puzzle. It was the first place informed investors began to apply the brakes, signaling that the entire market was losing its forward momentum. To recap, the engine room showed signs of failure first. The early June peak was the definitive signal of trouble, and rising short interest marked the smart money's exit. In our next chapter, we'll return to the surface to analyze the fog of news, the confusing and contradictory stories that blinded most investors to these structural signals. I'll see you in Chapter 5.